Hello, eat some food with me while I talk about my GLP-1 update and health and weight loss journey. I have made this thick overnight, it's like overnight oats and chia pudding with blended dragon fruit. Mm-mm-mm. It also has protein powder in there, so we've got probably over 35 grams protein in here. And it is pretty good. I will take it. I started my journey towards the end of October, November. So I'm about 3 months in. And in 3 months, I have lost over 30 pounds, which is insane. And it feels so good. My first goal was my big goal that I thought was going to take me a lot longer was to be around 200 pounds. And I am starting to weigh in under that, which is really cool and feels really good. I probably haven't been like 200 pounds in like a decade, and this feels really good. I feel comfortable. I feel really, pardon my cat, she's always finding ways to make disasters in the store. It feels really good to be at this point, and I think because the progress is faster than I've ever seen, it is part of what is keeping me motivated. I've gotten a lot of questions about GLP-1 stuff, so I'm going to try to like rapid fire some of them. I am on Zepbound, which is a trizepatide compound. I take the injection once a week, and I am now on 5 milligrams. I started for like a month and a half or so on 2.5 milligrams. So I'm on 5 milligrams now, and I feel really good. I have gotten a lot of questions about like how I'm doing it. So this is not through my insurance. I'm doing this through like a third party program, and I have to like check in with like a doctor, a nutritionist, and a nurse at least once a month, and I have to pretty much be doing the work for them to be paying for the injection. And so I am in a place where I don't know if I'm going to do this forever. I would love to if I can figure it out with my insurance afterwards, and there's a way for me to not have to like financially worry about it. I would take this for life, absolutely. But right now, I don't know if that's possible. And so I'm not planning on it in this moment. I am doing everything that I can to prepare myself for success, to retrain my body and my mind, to rethink and to reprogram my relationship with food, with working out, with movement in general, with my body. And so this is, for me, a long-term lifestyle change. There's a couple of reasons why this time is different for me. I have dieted as soon as I knew what it was when I was a child. I've tried every workout program, diet you can think of. I feel so good about this time being different. And this time, the huge factor of why it's different for me is that I am a mother, and the purpose of me being on this health journey super deep in the way that I am is so that I can keep up with my kids. My beautiful, lovely 2-year-old twin girls whoop my ass every day, and they are getting faster. And I am trying to make sure that I can keep up with them. I will never be a reason why we can't do something, why I can't fit somewhere, why I can't keep up, whatever. And that is not in any sort of like body shaming, fat phobic way at all. For myself, this is what feels right. For my own body, for my own family, this is the choice that I am making for myself. I want to be healthy. The goal is not to be skinny. The goal is not to be small. The goal is to be healthy and to be strong. And especially now more than ever, I also want to make sure that I have the ability to take care of myself and to defend myself and to defend my family. And so there is a lot of reframing and a lot of things I am pouring really deeply into this year. And this is one of those things. I feel really good that I started this journey before the new year so that it was easier to just kind of go on to this uphill journey. I have gotten a lot of questions too about like any sort of side effects or anything like that. So for the most part, I don't have any crazy side effects. I do have some nausea sometimes, especially like on or around dose day. I sometimes have some weird like stomach pains or like bowel movement stuff, but honestly, I haven't had any like problems per se. And I think that a huge part of that is like I am on top of my water intake like crazy. I try to aim for at least 100 ounces of water a day. I am pretty consistent with either taking a greens powder or making greens juice from scratch. I feel like it just is an extra boost of vegetables and it's a really good way to just get things naturally moving. I am trying really hard to just have like a very bright colored variety of a diet and really trying to like pay attention to things that make my body feel good and things that don't make my body feel good. So like really cut down the extra carbs, really cut down the extra gluten that I was intaking. I am pretty much on like a low dairy now. I was doing no dairy for a while, but I have found some things that are like lactose free that are really awesome and that work really good with my body. And I finally ate pizza the other day and I did not get sick. And that was really awesome to know that I can treat myself to that every once in a while. Mm, trying to think of what else. I feel like at first I was kind of getting like a little bit tired, but now because I'm like moving and eating right, like I feel like I'm pretty high energy. Um, I naturally just have my own like mental health issues. I have bipolar, PTSD, anxiety, depression, body dysmorphia, the works in a little sandwich. And so I do know for some people, they have noticed that like it can increase those things. I don't think it's increased. I think in winter I just get a little bit weird or it gets a little bit heavier. So for me, I'm still on I take anxiety medication. And as far as like supplements and stuff, I do sometimes take pre workout. Most of the time, I'm taking a non stim, and then every other day or so, I'm taking a caffeinated stim one. And I don't know that I'm going to take pre workout forever. I really like the idea of trying things out and seeing how my body reacts to them, and then kind of like moving towards like a more natural approach. I don't like when my body is addicted to caffeine, and so I try to be mindful of that. I am obsessed with the Own brand is a vegan brand for protein shakes and for protein powder. It's my favorite. I feel like I've tried a million powders that are vegan and a million shakes, and it's just what I love. And so the vanilla is a good go-to. It goes really well in like anything. So stuff like this, I love to just throw it in, and I don't mind it with just like almond milk and water too. So I don't want to like depend on protein shakes forever. They're really good for me to like right now. My protein intake that I'm aiming for is over 120 if I can. I'm probably averaging like 110 right now, but the higher I get, I know that I'm building more muscle that way. When I do my check-ins, there is like a thing that like measures my like muscle mass and my body fat and stuff like that. And so I was going through a period of time where I was like losing a little bit more muscle than I should have been. And so I just like super increased my protein intake. And then we saw that shoot up a little bit. So I'm excited to see if that's continuing that trend by really being mindful of protein intake. Um, I don't really take anything else as far as like vitamins or supplements. I do sometimes take like a magnesium powder at nighttime. I do sometimes take like just like herbal tinctures or things like that as needed. Elderberry syrup when I feel like a tickle in my throat, oregano oil when I feel a tickle in my throat, things like that. Lots of like, the only like sugar I like consume very frequently is honey. Otherwise, I'm not really super consuming anything super sugary. And yeah, like I'm still eating like processed foods. Like I'm still eating like chips sometimes, but I'm not like anywhere like I was before. And so I've been meal prepping a couple times a week to just kind of help get me through a couple of days, and that really helps with eating too. Is just like knowing that I can just like grab and go stuff as well. And so that's my 3-month update. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I really feel like I'm getting stronger. I'm really proud of myself for getting up early and just hitting the gym because we are one car family, and so the way that drop offs and stuff work, like if I don't go early in the morning, then I'm probably not going to get a chance to go. And so it's worth it so that I am there to pick up my kids from school and to be able to do things with them afterwards. And so I am very proud of myself for that. If you have any other questions for me, let me know. But that is just a little update for my video journal. I hope that you have a beautiful, blessed day today.